What I'm about to explain is very, very difficult, but I just hope that you can bear with me. I will try to explain it as simple as possible. I know it is very difficult to understand, but bear with me because this is of supreme importance. So, what reality is, let's start with the fact that this what I mentioned, this world that you're seeing, this matter is not reality. Okay, so when you touch a table, I'm not really never touching it, my fingers never touching a table, and I'm just feeling the magnetic connection between the atoms of my finger and the atoms of the table. So this reality as we see it is not reality, it is just an imagination. So what happens is that in the big scheme of things, there is only one God. However, a side of God can say, I want to separate myself from the rules of myself, and I can create a bubble of consciousness. And then it becomes just one, it is God, but I decided to stay in a bubble. And then you have here, well, the rest of the gods. And let's say that these gods also decide to spread themselves and they create their own little dimensions, universes. No, and I mean, how is this truth? Well, just look at people around. You have like people know their sense of knowledge, their experiences, and it's just a bubble of experiences. It's just like yourself, but you're separate. But you're forgetting that you're not separate. You're forgetting that you are just one universe. You're forgetting that it is the universe talking to himself all the time, because the universe decided to play this game of just separating itself. Anyways, so as let's say that you have here a bubble of the consciousness of God, and you have here another bubble of consciousness of God, and there is a repetition through eternity. Basically, it is just always and ever. It's just a repetition of consciousnesses. The danger, though, is that if you have a consciousness here and you have a consciousness here, then they can both decide to create another bubble and fall into a dream, which is basically what we did. Which this is basically this world that we're living in. So when this bubble and this bubble connect and they create a new dream, then they enter into dream. The danger is that they can forget that they are in a dream, and the danger is that they will take then the dream so literal. They will take the dream as the only thing that exists, and they forget that it is just a huge eternity that is going on. They forget what reality is. And because they fall into this limited dream, what happens is that they start working, they start procreating, they start creating wars, and they start creating all of these things that seem important, but they forget that it is just all part of the dream that they decided to create.